Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we will continue our work on our anime fighters game right here, and in this tutorial we will hopefully finish this automation stuff I have been working on for 3 episodes now, so if we include this one as well. And let's get right into this. So watch the last episode to understand what we have just done, and today we will work on this position part problem, okay? So I have thought about what we could possibly do, and I have a solution for you, okay? And the bad message, just for the beginning, the solution I have does not make this whole thing fully automated, okay? Now the good message, it is somehow automated, but it is not completely automated, okay? So there are some things you should pay attention to, and I'm gonna explain you what those things are. Okay, so what we need to do, okay, is that we need to preset those positions right here, or those C frames, let's say. And yeah, so that's everything we really need to do. And of course, we need to add a limit. We need to add a limit of characters we can equip, because imagine that you have 100 characters equipped, for example. Okay, what would be the consequence? So you first of all would need hundreds of position parts. Okay, now another consequence is that you will need 100 repaired C-frames for each position part, okay? And this would be a lot of work. Therefore, we will limit the amount of equipped characters to 5. So 1, 2, 3, and then we will come up with 2 more C-frames. Alright, so what we are going to do now is that, as you can see, so let me just explain this check to make you understand how this table is going to be built up. So we have this check right here, which checks for the index. So if the index, aka the loop or the amount of loops, is at 1, means we are at the first loop, means we have the first character right here, which is going to be equipped. Means cloned, assigned to that position point, etc. Then we'll make this one use this C frame, okay? If we have the second loop, then we are going to make the character use this one, okay? And if we have the third one, then we are going to make the character use this one. And this is important for you to understand, because you need to know that every C frame is assigned to a number or to an index, okay? In this case, 1, or this C frame is assigned to 1, okay? And this is one idea which is going to be useful for us. So if we write it down like this, okay, instead of this table. So if we say that index 1 means this C frame, as we have right here, okay, so we have the index 1, so we are basically checking if I, which stands for index, equals 1. If that's the case, then this C frame is going to be applied, means if our index is 1, then this C frame is going to be applied, means 1, or index 1 equals to this. Okay, and that's basically what we are trying to do right here. Okay, so if we continue with this, then the second index would equal to this C frame, okay? Because we have this 2 right here, and we are checking whether the index is 2, okay? And if the index is 2, then we are going to apply this C frame right here. And we can now do this thing for the third index as well, and for 4th and 5th index, but we are going to get to those indexes or to those positions later on, because I just want to understand you. I just want to make you understand what this table is about, okay? So we have now defined a C frame for each index, means for each character, for each equipped character. So the first equipped character has this C frame, means this position at the end. Or let's say the position part has this position, okay? And due to our character moving to where the position part is, our character has this position as well, okay? So that's just to differentiate things, okay? So the second character has this one, the third one, this one, okay? Now, we can get rid of this check, and we could basically just do this. So V, C1, positions, I. Okay? And let's test this out, and let's see if it works, because if it does not work, then there's no point in me explaining you what this does. And as you can see, it does work, okay? Now, let me explain you what I've just done. Let me copy this part, because I'm gonna undo everything so you can see what we had before. So, we before had this thing. Okay, and this line, basically, so this W, I've just called this V, because in German, this is, yeah, pronounced as a V. And, yeah, so this W right here, it refers to this veld we have just created, okay? So we are creating a veld to, you know, veld the character, no, to veld the position part onto our character, okay? And this veld right here, yeah, it is stored inside of this W. And what we do right here is that we refer to this veld's C-frame, okay? And this veld's C-frame, so if we set a C-frame to this veld, then the position of our position part moves, because this veld is at the end establishing the connection between our position part and our character. So it guarantees that the position part really stays in position in relation to our character. Okay. So go and watch the first episodes if you really want to understand what I'm just trying to explain to you, because I have explained it pretty fine there, I think. So I was able to show it with the position parts, okay, because they're now intransparent. Therefore, just go to the first episode and you'll see how the position parts look like and how the veld functions in between the position part and our character, okay? And we're just basically doing this. So instead of really writing things out like this, so instead of really referring to the C-frame and then giving it another C-frame every time according to what the index is, we just basically say that the C-frame equals the table and then the index we currently have, okay? And as you guys know, this index, I have already explained it, so to make you understand it far more easier, you can just memorize that the index describes the amount of characters we are currently at. So if we now are at the first character, then we want to refer to the C-frame which is preserved for the first character, okay? Since this is 1 means first, this C-frame right here is preserved for our first character, okay? And then when the loop continues, we have the index 2, means the second character is being cloned, welded, whatsoever. And this one has this C-frame, okay? And this loop just goes on like this. Alright. And that's the way and how it works. So you just need to have a preset right here. And the automation is right here. So it just picks out one of those presets, okay? So the only thing which is not automated are those presets, okay? And yeah, so that's actually it. We could now create two more parts. So let me just make this whole thing not transparent anymore. Okay. And now let me add some new parts. Or let's say no, some new positions, okay? All right. So, as you guys can see, we only have 3 right here. Problem is that we only have 3 characters equipped. Let me clone 2 more. Let me call them Eren Yeager 2 and Eren Yeager 3. So we can actually see how it looks like to have 5 characters equipped at the same time. So, come on. So did it save? It didn't seem to save. Well, I'm not sure. We'll see, we'll see. So 2 and 3. Yeah, so it did work out. The only problem is that we have set a pretty bad position, so we have assigned a pretty bad C-frame to those parts. So let's try to change the C-frames because they look awful. So instead of 2, we should have something like, instead of 4, we should try something like a 2, or maybe even 1. And instead of 3, we should have 4. Come on, 4.5 maybe. Okay, let's try this out. Let's see how it looks like. There we go. So this is how I have expected this to look like, but yeah. All right, and as you can see, we have those position parts right here. So this is wait, I have I have to think about it. So I think that this is our first one and this is our second one. If not, then it is the other way around. This is our third one, and either this or this is the fourth or fifth one. Okay. So that's how the position parts look like, and this is how our characters are aligned to them. Okay. So let me just make this whole thing transparent once again. And that's it for this video, guys. So we have now finished the automation of our equipped characters right here, okay? And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all of your friends. Give me feedback in the comment section, guys. And take care and see you in the next episode or in the next video.